Don't feel bad at all.
Greg,
How did it take you an hour? What were they doing to you?
they were apparently trying to fuck me, like piss me off.
Didn't they try to take you to dinner first?
No lube.
But don't. No, wife and I went to Red Lobster last night for dinner and literally sat down, and it took almost 30 minutes to get appetizers, almost an hour to get our food because the kitchen was so backed up. And I was trying to figure out why, because the restaurant wasn't exactly packed, but I guess they had a party or something that came in that part of them was already there. So they ended up ordering everybody from there on that side of the restaurant's food first and getting it into the kitchen before they focused on everybody else. So we ended up being there for close to 2 hours for no fucking reason whatsoever.
That's
Isn't Red Lobster under like new management now?
They went bankrupt. They filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah, they're
Now
closing.
someone else owns it, right?
Yeah, they're closing a bunch of their restaurants. As a matter of fact, they just closed the one in Pensacola. My mom told me today. I was actually shocked.
Well, BJ's is better anyway.
Yeah, what's crazy about that is
They
that
have BJ's in Pensacola.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
BJ's
dog.
is good as fuck.
so fucking
Hey,
good.
I did
You
not
can
know
ask
that.
Jeremy about
Oh, I need to know about this.
it. Last time I remember Jeremy coming to Pensacola, he fucking surprised me and Thomas.
Hell yeah. I just showed
And
up.
so
I
we
was
were
like,
trying to
"What's up,
figure out,
dude?"
like, what the fuck are we gonna do? Like, Jeremy's here, you know, just like any other time Jeremy shows up. And so we ended up going out to BJ's, and it was like either a Friday or a Saturday.
Yeah, it was busy as fuck.
I was gonna say that
It-
place is probably fucking
We went through
packed.
like 3 different places.
It was
trying to
indeed
find a-
busy as fuck, but that was also when we learned that they do a prime rib special.
Oh yeah, dude. It was
That shit
so
was
fucking good.
so goddamn good.
Well, I got steak, but oh my god, it was good. And then we got that what was that fucking cookie thing?
A Pazuki.
Suzuki.
Pizookie. Yeah, dude.
The cookie pie.
Yeah, that shit was so good, dude. And the asparagus there was mint.
I love their pizza. Their pizza is so good. They do
Their
deep
pizza
dish
is
pizza.
really good.
The flatbreads.
No, I like they do deep dish like in
Do
the
they do?
pan. Yeah,
What?
they have a buffalo
Yeah,
chicken one that's really good.
Do they still serve it in like the little mini cast iron?
Yeah,
Hell
yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Pazookies
what
are
they do.
awesome, man.
I haven't
No.
been there
Yeah, dude.
since I left California.
No, I'm
I
talking
miss it.
about the deep dish pizza they do.
Yeah.
What? They do a deep dish pizza in the cast iron? What?
Yeah, they bring it to you on the table and they put it down for you. You cut it
This
out
is news
yourself.
to me.
It's
I
it's
guess I haven't
bigger than
been
the
that long.
Pazuki one, but it's still like a little miniature personal pizza.
Yeah, it's not like an 8 slicer. It's like I think like 6 slices, but they're like decent for one person. It's a lot. You'll have leftovers.
Oh, ye of little faith.
Yeah, you underestimate me.
Yeah, you're talking to a bunch of fat people, bro.
Okay.
Who have zero regard for their own health.
Okay, Thomas, if you calling yourself fat, then I'm Jai Hugin. Let's face it.
I've put on weight since we've seen each other, brother.
Yeah,
Hey,
he's a little
hey.
chunky now.
He's a little chunky now.
Yeah. Not being able to like exercise properly is not great.
Yeah, last time I saw Thomas, he was like 180.
I don't even think he weighed that much when I met him.
Well, I'm 193 now, so if that
God
makes
damn,
sense.
guy.
yeah.
My guy.
And then packing the Baja Blast away.
That's all right. Last time I checked, I was 195, so
Yeah, but you're like 6'1".
I am tall. Or taller.
Jeremy just casually mogging everyone here. He's like, I'm only 6'1".
Mr. fucking second puberty.
I used to tell everybody I'm 6'3", and my wife's like, "You're not fucking 6'3", so she measured me. And I was like, "I'm not 6'3".
I was gonna say you and I are the same height, and I'm 6'1". So
I am 6'1", 6'2" with shoes though. Anyways,
I'm
what's
6'1"
up, everybody? It's your boy Jeremy. Join with me today, of course, is my co-host Tom,
What up?
and we also have returning again, Chaotic.
what up, guys?
My boy Logan,
Yo, the cops are here.
and he's been gone for a couple episodes, but we also have Melon back.
What up?
But what's up, boys? What's been going on since we last sat down?
It's been freezing.
Oh yeah, The Great Blizzard of 2025.
Yeah. Wild.
So that was crazy. Like here in Georgia, we get snow like every once in a blue moon, but y'all got fucked in Florida.
Bro, we got fucking slammed is what we got.
The first recorded freeze for the Gulf of America.
I forgot about that. Is he like like really pursuing that or?
It's already a thing,
Oh, it's already renamed.
technically.
Oh, okay.
That's sick.
I'm sure the maps won't ever reflect it, but
I feel like it's gonna be the same thing, like where they renamed our base from Fort Gordon to Eisenhower.
oh, they're changing those
Everybody
back.
still calls it to Fort Gordon.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're changing like all those back.
I mean, here everybody still just calls it Fort Gordon, but
Yeah. Just like everybody still calls it Fort Rucker and Fort Benning and Fort Jackson.
Did they ever change the name of Fort Hood?
Yeah, it's different now.
They're trying to rebrand after all the shit that's went down.
Yeah, after all the missing people.
It's not funny, by the way, but
it's not. It's a real issue.
you know,
We're starting to make this sound like, missing people in the military is.
Oh, I'm gonna have to cut that.
What if he says instead?
Yeah.
I mean, currently with the current administration, that's in. So I mean,
We can let that one slide.
I guess so. Oh my god, that looks so good right now.
Oh, dude, you have no idea how good that was.
If you're watching the video version of the podcast, that will definitely be posted.
the
Someone's
steak.
fucking nachos.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
is that some trash nachos?
That is just steak nachos from a Mexican restaurant over here near my mom's. It's amazing.
Which Mexican restaurant?
El Paso.
Oh dude, El Paso's good.
I've never eaten steak from a Mexican restaurant that was so tender and flavorful in my life. 100%.
God, I'm
Yeah, those are
starving.
rare around here. Good Mexican restaurants are rare on this side of the country, in my opinion.
That is true. We have like one decent one here, and even then, it's like kind of hit or miss when we go there. But
I
to be
will
honest,
say
in the
one
little
restaurant
town I'm
that's
in, they don't have
like a
anything
chain
good.
that is really good as far as Mexican goes is fucking Cactus Cantina.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Cactus Cantina. I like the name of that, but I've never heard of them before.
It's on the smaller side. There's a couple around Pensacola, and then I've seen them here and there in other places.
Is it like a local
I
chain,
honestly
like
thought you
around
were about to
guys?
say Cactus Flower, which is like a California Mexican, which is actually really good. The food's really good.
There is a drink that's like local to like LA area. If you're ever like in like Southern California, that's really good. It's called Cactus Cooler. It's like an orange soda, but it's like not carbonated like very highly. It's almost like a juice, but it's in like a soda can. It's
Like
so good.
Doritos.
Kind of, yeah. It's similar to that. Jarritos. The pineapple Jarritos are so good.
Where? Let's
Nah, the
see.
Mandarin one's the best, bro.
Mandarin. I like there's an alcoholic like version of those that they do now. The Mandarin one is the best one of the alcoholic ones. It's so good.
Like White Claws.
Kind
But
of, yeah. They're like tall boys. They're like 3 times the size of a White Claw. They're like really big cans.
What the
Like
fuck?
yeah,
Like a Four
That's
Loco.
wild.
Yeah,
that's,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
exactly what I was thinking of a Four Loco.
yeah. And
Yorito
there-
Four Loco sounds dangerous.
Caffeine not included, but yeah,
Not
throw a
gonna
Red Bull
lie.
in there and you've got one.
Here, this is from a local joint where I'm at. Not the best picture, I understand, so I'll explain to it once everybody's looking at it.
I'm
Uh-huh.
looking at it.
Oh hell yeah! Is that mashed potatoes?
No, that's macaroni and cheese.
I was gonna say it looks like a pasta with fried
Yeah,
fried
with
chicken on top.
yeah, with basically chicken nuggets tossed in buffalo sauce on top.
That is the
Oh,
definition
that's
of
crazy.
comfort food right there.
Yeah, dog.
Oh yeah.
I'd try it.
I would
and
devour
that's
that.
like where if you zoom in on it, not say zoom in, but like blow it up, the part that looks like mashed potatoes near where the spoon is, that's like homemade Blanco cheese sauce.
That sounds so good.
Oh yeah, dude.
Dude, I just got finished eating and I'm hungry again. Like, stop.
Um, I know I usually do my little section of the podcast where I talk about cards related stuff, but it's not directly card related. But I've been wanting to get into like misprints, which is big in the card section. Like people collect like misprinted cards that are worth a lot. But I've been wanting to find like useless shit that nobody would really want or care about and find misprints of it like this. Hold on.
Yeah, there's actually a really good sized community of that in like the Pokemon world.
Yeah, I want to like
Oh, just like random stuff.
yeah, just random stuff. Like if you're watching the video version, I have a misprinted ketchup from
Heinz ketchup.
Chick-fil-A. But I'm like, I want to get into like finding like stuff that's like really not worth anything, like this, and like going online like on like Facebook Marketplace or something and just posting them.
You're like the
For
guy
like
Just an
selling.
outrageous amount.
absurd price like everything else on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, and then put on there like, don't try to lowball me. I know what I have.
I know what I have. I know what I'm working with here.
Yeah. But I've
I got what
seen
I got.
some crazy stuff on Facebook Marketplace around here in the area I live. Like some guy put on he was trying to sell a rose like sex toy. Gently used, he said.
Oh Jesus.
Gently used.
Gently
Hell yeah.
used.
Off to a great start.
I feel like that's something that you never buy secondhand, like ever, under like no
No.
circumstances.
No. Unless it's a good deal.
Or gently used, apparently.
Yeah. He put gently used, so I mean, you know.
He knows what he has.
You just give it the old workaholics where you just put it in the dishwasher, couple cycles,
Oh my god.
good to go. What have you been into, Melon? We haven't heard from you in a couple weeks, so or a couple episodes, I should say.
I've just been busy with the holidays and stuff. There was just kind of a lot going on like the last couple months.
You work on any new Lego stuff?
No, I did. So my sister's birthday is coming up, and she likes the botanical sets. So I'm getting her a what is it? One of the I got her an orchid one year for her birthday, and now they have a Lego orchid set. So I'm gonna get her that, and then I'm gonna pick up the bamboo one for myself at the same time. So we each have like something to work on.
Oh, that's dope. I've been
Yeah,
seeing the I'll go to like Barnes and Noble a lot, and they have like a bunch of the sets there. Like they have the uh what is it? The Pyramid of Giza. That's really cool there. And then
yeah.
they have like the little bonsai tree. And I'm
They have
like,
like
I want to get into it, but also don't feel like I'm gonna have the patience for it.
they're not that bad. You would have time. You could just do like a bag a day if you didn't have the patience for it, and just sort out the pieces. You can make it really digestible for yourself if you try. Especially like the ladies they're helping you with it. It becomes like a kind of like a bonding thing. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Um, the Barnes and Noble has a lot of the artsy sets. Like they'll have like the botanical stuff. They've got like the ones that are like pictures, like the 2D pictures that you make.
Yeah.
Like there's one of like the Japanese like tidal wave painting, like the tsunami thing. Like that's pretty cool. They've got like a couple like cool artsy like ones like that. That's usually where you pick those ones up at.
I didn't know you were into Legos, Melon, but check this out. You'll probably enjoy this.
Dude, that's sick.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I want to get
So-
the Venator, the UCS Venator. That's like the only thing is like I don't really have space for UCS
Herb.
sets. Like my apartment isn't like crazy big, so like having shelf space for something that massive is like really hard to justify. But that's
Oh.
awesome, dude. That set is so good. I don't know. I love it, but I would never get it just because I'm not that big of a fan of the Millennium Falcon. I like the other stuff.
Yeah, it's
But-
like a 218 section build.
Yeah.
$800. My father-in-law got that for Christmas, and
That's such an awesome Christmas gift. Holy shit.
I think it ended up taking 2 people 3 days to assemble the whole thing.
Yeah, your father-in-law is like actually amazing. I'm so jealous of you right now. No, that's an awesome set. That I think that came out. The original one came out in 2007, and then that's the updated like re-release model. I think that
That
came
is the
out
re-release, yeah.
in 2018. I think, and it's just been such a popular seller. They've kept it up this entire time.
Yeah, and it stayed at the original sell value of 800. It's crazy, and it
Yeah.
hasn't dropped. Like you cannot get it cheaper than that.
I've seen a couple. I've seen a couple like Black Friday deals here and there, but yeah, that price has stayed pretty consistent. They haven't raised it at all. But when it comes to like the big UCS sets, like that, the only UCS set I have that is that size is the gunship. I like the prequel stuff a little bit more. So I got the UCS gunship. That was like 500, I think.
Mhm.
And then the Venator has my eye, but I just don't have the space for it. I would love to pick it up though. But again, that's $650 for one set. But it is an
Right.
amazing ship. Another thing is in the Star Wars community, everyone just makes fun of the UCS sets. They're like, oh, another giant gray glob. Like the UCS Razor's Crest, which is like the Mandalorian ship, came out, and that is like it's a really cool set. But at the end of the day, it's just a giant hunk of gray bricks. It's like Jabba's sail barge just came out. They did a UCS set of that. It's so cool because it's all brown and tan and like orange. It's like very unique for a UCS set. It's like it's got its own identity to it. Same thing with the Venator. The Venator's got like that red strip in it and like the blue engines in the back, and there's just like a lot of identity to it. A lot of the Star Wars stuff, kind of if you laid out like every Star Wars ship ever, a lot of them fall into the category of just being a giant gray
Yeah.
piece of brick. But no, the Falcon's really awesome. Did you guys finish it yet?
Yeah, no, he finished it. Like I said, he got it for Christmas, and like 3 days after Christmas, it was done.
That's
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, they spent hours upon hours every day completing it.
That
He's
is
got
that is a bonding activity and a half right there.
right.
Building that.
So he's got that one, and he also has Ecto 1 from Ghostbusters. About the same size. It's massive.
That's a another movie
I don't
I
have a pic.
haven't fully seen. Ghostbusters. I've seen
Yeah,
like
it's been
bits and pieces, but I haven't seen it like all the way
yeah.
through.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've actually watched it from start to finish, but it never fails. Like you could mention some of the scenes and I can probably finish some of the lines.
But I guess we can do like a little poll for those listening on like YouTube, or I think I can do it on Spotify too. If you guys would be interested in us doing like reaction content in the future to certain movies or TV shows or just like straight like videos. So let us know down below if that's something you may possibly be interested in. We can look into like doing like a free Patreon or like a cheap Patreon or something. We can do long form videos and then like some more edited ones for YouTube. But we've been light on video games. Are you guys looking forward to any video games? I just saw today a new trailer. They're doing it's called Yu-Gi-Oh! The Early Days Collection. They're taking like 14 of the earlier Yu-Gi-Oh! Games, some of which were only released like overseas, and like compiling them together in one big like collection. And I am so excited for it because it has a few of them that I never got a chance to play. So I'm gonna play through all those.
How many Yu-Gi-Oh games are there? Is it like a trilogy or like was it more
God.
than that? Less?
In total, in this collection, there's I think 14 games.
Well, I had
But
no idea there were that many.
yeah, there's probably like 30, 40 something Yu-Gi-Oh games in total, I'd say, if I had to guesstimate.
As long as the Eternal Duelist Soul is a part of it, I don't
It
care.
is. It is definitely one of them.
Oh, good.
It has actually
What's
let
the
me
best
pull it
one?
up. It has. I just had it pulled up because I watched the trailer for it a little bit before we started today. But it has comprised of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, and Duel Monsters 2, Dark Duel Stories. Those were like Japanese versions, along as well as Yu-Gi-Oh! Monster Capsule or Capsule Monsters. That one was only released overseas. And then it has Dark Duel Stories, which was I believe the first like US like based Yu-Gi-Oh! Game that they released for the Game Boy Color. And then there's Duel Monsters 4, Dungeon Dice Monsters, which was a solid fucking game. The Eternal Duelist Soul, Duel Monsters 6, which was overseas game. There's the Sacred Cards, which was pretty sick. Rechef of Destruction, Worldwide Edition, Championship Tournament 2004, Destiny Board Traveler, which was kind of like a board game one. It was different. And 7 Trials to Glory, all in one big bundle. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep, that's all 14. But I'm hoping this does well and that they'll do remakes of like the PlayStation games, like Duelist of the Roses, and there was like a GameCube one that was pretty sick. I think it was like the False Born Kingdom or some shit like that. But really excited for that, as well as I think it's in March, or I want to say it's March, but what's that one game? The Bayou game? Or
Bioshock
actually,
Infinite?
it's April. Yeah, South of Midnight.
April
Yeah,
8th.
you sent me a trailer, a new trailer on that, and I'm very excited for that.
April 8th.
I think the two games I'm most excited about. We actually, when we watched the Game Awards, obviously Borderlands 4. I'm really stoked about
Yeah.
that. I still need to play 3 before I jump into that. And then the other one, I've just got to double check and make sure I get the name right. Still Hunters. I think that one's going to be really good.
Oh, is that the mech one?
That's one of the mech ones, yeah.
That one looked pretty sick, if it's the one I'm thinking of. I know they showed a few of them, but also, when you do want to play Borderlands 3, let me know, because I still have DLC I need to finish with in that game anyways.
Yeah. So I will post the YouTube link for the Still Hunters reveal.
Oh yeah, this is the one I thought it was. This game looked fucking sick.
Yes, it did. Like, it really kind of excites me because it's been a long time since we've had an actual mech style game that I feel was worth it. Like actually trying to play through it.
Yeah, I played what's that one you play, Logan?
Mech Warrior?
Mech Warrior.
Yeah, Mech Warrior. That one was sick. And Titanfall was kind of cool. I fucked with that a little bit when that was the thing. Or at least bigger. But yeah, this one looks like really cool. It does give me more like Zoids vibes. That's sick. When does that come out again?
It's a good question. I honestly don't remember.
I don't see the release date on this list, but yeah, that's another sick game. What about you guys? Any other games you are looking forward to?
The new Assassin's Creed looks pretty good. There's kind of a lot of controversy around it, but like I think the idea of like samurai Japanese game seems kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If it'll
the
ever come out, I'm excited
yeah,
for
I
it.
was gonna say if it doesn't keep getting delayed.
It eventually won't be delayed anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I can't complain too much because we are having the issues of developers releasing like half-made pieces of shit, but at the same time, I hope it's just worth the wait. But I've kind of been half in, half out on Assassin's Creed games since 4.
I like Valhalla, but it was more fun when I pretended like it wasn't an Assassin's Creed game.
That's fair.
I just pretended it was just a Viking game.
Yeah.
It made it, I don't know.
The new
It was fun
Elden
in that
Ring,
regard.
the new Elden Ring DLC looks pretty cool. Night Rain. They
Yeah,
already
you
did
may as well just call that a new Elden Ring game.
Yeah, at that point. It's supposed to be like 3-player. It's only like solo or 3-player that you can't like.
Yeah, the way they're doing it is a little different than normal.
Oh, that's weird.
Or
So you
than what
can't
they've
do
done
like
in the
2
past.
players?
No, it has to
You
be
have to do
3 or
1 or
you,
3?
you either do it solo, but it looks like it's designed to be done with 3 people, like intentionally. So it'd be a lot harder if you're doing it solo.
Oh, that's dope. I have it. I know me and Thomas started it, but
Yeah,
I
me and
just stopped
Sean
playing
have it
it.
as well.
I'm not
So-
interested in playing the game, but I'll watch.
So it looks like Steel Hunters still has not been given a set release date. However,
date.
the beta testing and beta running started 12/22/24.
Oh, okay. Dang.
So if you went to the official website for it, you can sign up to be a beta, to play the beta. But they haven't officially like refined and finished the game, and they haven't released a release date for any system yet. So no PC, Xbox, PlayStation.
Interesting.
Well,
But
I hope
it
they
looks
take
like
all
it's
the
going to be
time they
released
need.
on Steam though.
Yes.
So
I don't really have anything, kind of like in the wings. I mean, Here's the Hammer Watch 2 came out, Path of Exile came out, Stalker came out. I think Delta Force is officially out now.
That's
these
Delta Force is that free to play one, right?
yeah,
I've been
the
thinking
better
about
Battlefield.
downloading it.
Sort of better Battlefield.
Is it? Have you played it? Is it like decent?
I played the demo. They needed
Mhm.
to tweak some things, and I haven't had a chance to get back to it. Like vehicles were like I'm fine with vehicles being powerful, and I'm okay
Mhm.
with their the way their class system works, similar to Battlefield, with only a couple of classes being able to get rid of vehicles. Totally fine with that. Some of the issues I had is some of the weapons were a little out of hand, as well as there's like certain maps will have like field artillery, like coastal defense cannons, and they were super anemic, as well as like anti-air emplacements were very, very anemic, ridiculously underpowered.
Oh, damn.
But other than that, like it has very, very good potential. The classes are pretty well set up. They have a good mix of abilities, which I'm always not always the biggest fan of, but it works for their kind of gameplay. And then they have the like the extraction mode that could stand to use a little tweaking, but I'm sure they'll get it figured out.
Hell yeah. I definitely want to find like another like shooter game that I can play. So I've been missing that.
You tried out that Marvel Rivals game that came out?
Yeah, Marvel Rivals is dope. I'm not good at it, but like it's a fun game. I mean, it's similar to like other hero
Overwatch.
shooters,
Yeah.
Overwatch, and like I assume Team Fortress. I haven't really played a lot of Team Fortress. But I mean, I mean, I'm big into Marvel, so I like it more than I did Overwatch. But it's fun. I fuck with Thor because you can just like bash people and like disorient them.
Is it set up like Smite?
Uh, not really. If I had to compare it to another game, it's more like Overwatch.
It's an Overwatch clone, basically.
It's just
Okay.
third person as opposed to first person. With
Was
like
Overwatch first person? I never played Overwatch.
Yeah,
Yes.
Overwatch was first person. So I guess in that regard, it is closer to Smite because I know Smite was third person. But instead of like having lanes like you would in like a traditional like MOBA, it's more just uh, following the
Freeform.
payload or capturing a point like
Like
a
King of the
hard point.
Hill.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I've played TF2 quite a bit, so I guess it is kind of like that like team-based hero shooter, but
Mhm.
it was fun. I downloaded it because some friends of mine that played Siege were telling me about it, and it was free. And I offered to play with them just because they needed some more people to play with, and it wasn't
Yeah, Team
bad.
Fortress is great.
Yeah, I so many hours in TF2. It wasn't bad. It just I don't have a desire to play it. Like it's fun to play with friends, but other than that, I would never just like go solo queue Marvel Rivals. I
Oh
liked
yeah, that's fair.
Venom was really fun as a tank.
Yeah,
He could
Venom's
get away with a
dope.
lot.
I
He can
played him
kind
a
of like
little bit.
he can kind of like trap people down and like you can kind of get to have fun with them. So like Spider-Man's really annoying in that game because he's like always swinging around and flying around, and you can just like basically I think it's like May in Overwatch is the character that like freezes people.
Yeah.
He's kind of like that, where you can just like lock somebody down that's being annoying to your squad. And then my favorite character on there has been Star Lord because I like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Star Lord's my other main, him and
Yeah,
Thor. But I just love him because he's very like maneuverable
yeah,
and
and you can
then
flank
like
people. Like you can get like some
yeah,
really sick flanks.
and his ult is fucking great. It's like Soldier 76 in Overwatch where it just kind of like locks onto people and just fuck.
Yeah, I heard he's like a clone of Tracer from Overwatch, basically. But like again, I've never played Overwatch. It's just what I've heard.
Yeah, he's close. I'd say it's like a mix of like Tracer and Soldier 76 or whatever the fuck his name
That's
was.
the old guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um yeah, it's a solid game. I also like what's it called? Magneto. I fuck with Magneto a little
Is he a
bit too.
tank?
Yeah.
Okay. I've only seen him like used like twice, to be
Yeah,
honest.
he's a little bit more difficult to use, at least for me at first, but I've kind of gotten more used to him and he's really fun. But that game is definitely better with friends because like playing with randos, like most multiplayer games, you're not gonna have a good time.
Yeah, I imagine in a game where you have to have somebody be a healer and a tank too, and everyone probably just
Yeah,
wants to go DPS and just
basically.
yeah, it's a quick match. I'm not going healer, but that's been fun for new stuff. I don't play a lot of new games. I mostly just stick with the old stuff, but
I mean, a lot of newer games have been just
and end up
dog
just being
shit.
disappointing.
Yeah. It's like you wait so long for a game and then it comes out and it's like cool.
I've
I
heard
mean, you
Soccer
might play it
2.
for a little bit, but
I've heard from one of my good friends that I used to play Tarkov with. He said Soccer 2 was kind of like that. It just wasn't like what he thought it was gonna be, I guess, or what it like lived up to be.
I've
Yeah,
heard it a little
but I
bit.
mean,
It
I
was
wouldn't say
okay.
that's their fault because they didn't really try to hype it up. It was mostly the community that hyped that game up a lot, and especially with everything going on because the game was produced in Ukraine. So I mean, there's no telling, what was lost or had to be left out because of conditions. So
Yeah, it is interesting to think about. Developing a game in the middle of a war zone.
Yeah, that is wild. I feel like you don't hear as much about that war.
It's been
yeah,
going
you're
on
probably not
for
about to hear anything about it at all because it may not be a thing anymore.
Yeah. Crazy times we live in.
Yeah, man. Big Daddy T is about to go over there, fucking swinging that long.
My God.
Gulf of America energy.
About to start swinging around the fucking United States military-industrial complex.
Another 27 trillion to Ukraine.
I was wondering, you guys want to get into like simulator games? Because I've been on a big simulator kick naturally, but I was looking on the Steam store, just browsing, and they have I know Fast Foods Simulator. Everybody's seen probably.
I actually
Which would be
haven't.
great. But where you and a bunch of people can basically run like a McDonald's. Well, I guess I wouldn't say McDonald's because looking at this little clip from it, the ice cream machine is working. At a fast food restaurant.
Got him.
I feel like that would be fun to do. There's also a free game I was seeing on Steam. It's like supermarket something. I downloaded it.
Supermarket
It's not on
simulator,
there.
grocery, something like that.
It's one of them, but it's like free to play, and you can run a grocery store with like up to 16 people. So I was like, that might be something we can do some videos in, because I definitely want to get back to us doing like some gameplay videos too.
Yeah,
Being that's another big portion of what inspired this podcast originally.
the gaming
Um,
stuff.
yeah, especially like Grand Theft Auto. I would love to get together a Grand Theft Auto, whether it be on like Xbox or through like Game Pass or the Xbox app or Steam. Is it crossplay? I can't remember.
Yeah, I
GTA
don't
5
think it is. I don't think it's crossplay.
But I would
But
love
it's
for us to
it's $15 right now on Steam. They're doing a Rockstar publisher sale. So if you don't have GTA 5 on PC, it's literally $15 right now. $14.99.
yeah. But there are so many like custom games that we could do that I feel like would be so much fun.
Yeah, it wouldn't be hard to find something. We all have so many different games that we play. Like I know we got that 7 Days at iWorld we were doing. We
Oh
could do
yeah,
episodes on that. We could do
I gotta
GTA
bring that
stuff.
back,
There's so much stuff you can do in GTA.
especially
Crazy.
now since 7 days in full release now.
Yeah,
Finally.
finally 1.0. After like 12 years.
We'll just have to get Chaotic a copy of 7 days.
Is it on Steam?
Yeah.
It is.
I can go buy it right now.
It's like an open world zombie game, but
Fuck.
it's pretty fun.
Good luck finding water.
Or
Now, I will say that has been the hardest part about like the newer updates to 7 days, because you used to be able to get like jars back after you drink it, because it has like a lot of the survival games that you have like a food bar and a water bar, and you have to stay hydrated. And before you could get like these bottles or jars of water, and after you drink it, it would usually put the empty jar back into your inventory. With later updates of the game, they got rid of it, so you have to like make a new jar, find a new jar each time. So
Yeah.
it is a
That
pain
and
in
they
the
made like
ass, dude.
finding them in general a lot rarer.
Yeah,
you still can find reusable jars. They're just
No, you
yeah.
don't. Well, you don't.
Well,
I think you can
they're not
find the empty
reusable.
jar and you can put water in it, but when you drink the water, you lose it. If I
That
remember correctly.
and there's a new um like
Structure.
crafting item called like
Yeah.
a dew collector that you make, and it like when it rains in game, or I don't know if it's
No, it just produces
I
them
think it's
over
just over a
time.
amount of time.
Yeah.
It gives you water from that, but it is kind of a pain in the ass to make the dew collector too, though. So I mean, once you kind of get established and get some stuff going, it's not too bad, but the game can be a little rough.
yeah. I
Like when
imagine
you
that early
first
game's kind
start.
of kind of a
Yeah.
slog.
Yeah, the
sometimes.
early game gets really rough.
But once you get like established, it's really fun, especially because every 7 days in that game, Chaotic it sends like a horde night, and it just sends like a bunch of zombies at you. So like the other days, you're kind of basically prepping and like going out finding resources and stuff for the 7th day of the week
Yeah.
to fight the hordes.
I got you.
So usually the first couple days after you're just doing stuff you need to get done, and then probably like first 3 days after, and then you start going like, oh, okay, we're kind of like mid in the week, so it's kind of getting to that point where we need to worry about the horde that we're about to face. So then you start prepping, and yeah, it's really fun. But
So 7 days to die, right?
Mhm.
yeah,
And the 7 is a number, not a, like spelled
Yeah, yeah,
out.
yeah. I got you.
We've all played it here like pretty frequently in the past, but the issue is that every time they update it, they reset our world, so we always end up just reverting progress.
yeah. Especially they did more frequent updates, I think, like when it was like in development, but I think now that it's 1.0, they'll probably
Keep it
reduce
for
the
a
amount of
while.
times you have to like reset worlds, but I'm hoping they'll make it to where you can just kind of add whatever new features they add without having to like reset your whole entire world. But
Yeah, I'm hoping 1.0 changes like their development cycle and like how they implement stuff like that.
Yeah, it looks like they've moved to a more quarterly based time frame.
really it would be like it's not every update that you have to reset, but like they'll do like a major update every like year or so. And then kind of like Minecraft, where a lot of the features you had to like make a new world to reap the benefits of. Although I think they even got better about doing that too, like where you can like, I know when they introduced like stuff in the Nether, you could like reset your Nether and stuff like that.
Minecraft
Hopefully
made it
some
so
more
that
things.
when you had an older world, as long as it wasn't like I'm sure there's a couple incompatible like variations here and there or like instances. But like if you had like a 1.12 world and it upgraded to 1.13, you would still keep 1.12 in like your old chunks and then in the new chunks like I remember when they added Emerald. Emerald spawned in like mountain biomes, like and like or like big hill biomes and stuff like that. The
Mhm.
way they made it work was your emeralds will spawn in new chunks that are loaded, but not in the old chunks. Like it can't go back and fix the old chunks that you've already like loaded. But if you went like 1,000 blocks away to like a new area, you could walk into like one of the new biomes or like run into like new villagers or like new whatever. Like and so it was like no matter what version you had, you could always still interact with the new content. You might have to walk 3,000 blocks if you've expanded a lot, but it was always there originally.
That's not too bad. I
Yeah.
do like that. That's another game that I wouldn't mind getting back into to some capacity. Is
Well,
Minecraft.
let me ask a question. Who here has watched Squid Game?
I've seen season 1. I haven't finished season 2 yet, but I watched season 1 when it came out, like in 2020.
Okay, so
I've seen
spoiler alert,
clips
huge
of it, but
cliffhanger.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, huge cliffhanger for the end of season 2. So, but I think you've probably kind of seen it coming already if you've watched any of season 2. But anyway, moving on from the show on Steam, I believe this game was free. I downloaded it. There's a game called Crab Game, and it's
Yes.
literally
Yes.
Yeah.
like the mini games that you would play. They play in Squid Game. So I
That
downloaded. I haven't played it yet, but it looks like it'd be
Oh,
entertaining.
I've
got
had
really
that in
good
my
reviews.
library for 4 years and I have not played it. Or 3 years or something like that because I got it when the first Squid Game came out and my friends at work at the time were like, "Yo, you got to get Crab Game," and then we ended up just never playing it. But I still have that downloaded like to this day. It's been in my library for fucking 4 years.
It looks fun though. I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind playing that either.
Exactly. It looks like a bunch of Nintendo Mii's running around playing Squid
It
Game.
does.
Yeah, the game doesn't take itself seriously. It's very funny.
I like games like that though. Like, what's the we played it a lot when it like first came out, but that what was it, Battle Bit?
Yeah,
That game was
Battlefield, but
like a
actually fun.
Battlefield. Yeah,
Running simulator.
basically.
You say running simulator?
Yeah.
What Hell Let Loose has been like for a couple games now, here and there.
I haven't played that game, but I've heard you guys talk about it.
I've heard so many bad things about that game that it just makes me not want to play it.
I
Like-
enjoy it for what it is.
Were you
Like
having like
recoil
issues
is absolutely
connecting?
stupid. I heard server connections were really spotty there for a while. I don't know if that's still the
Still are.
case, but like
Still are, yeah.
recoil was terrible, reload time was terrible. You know, like you sit there and try to run and it just looked like you were walking, so like there was no realistic movement speed.
They changed the sprint speed recently. It used to be a lot faster. Now it's super slow.
Yeah, they slowed down the pace of the game a little bit because people were just running in and kamikazing, I guess.
As most people doing in shooter games.
The last
The
game I
old
played, I was
Leroy
being taunted
Jenkins.
by a cheater for like 5 minutes, and I finally left the game because I was getting sick of it.
Yeah,
He was
there
literally
a,
just chasing me down. Every time I would spawn, he would come for me. I don't know
There-
why.
there was a cheater that was just running around getting all the garrisons knocked down, like running straight to him because he knew where they were, and so we had like no garrisons and no spawns, no anything. And he killed our entire like squad. Like there were like 6 of us. He killed our entire squad, but Thomas killed him. And then that guy made it his mission to spawn on Thomas for the rest of the game. And even when Thomas went to the HQ spawn, which is like all the way at the very bottom of the map and like not a good spawn at all, the guy was running straight to him over there and killing him until he left. He did get vote kicked eventually, though. People did realize it. It only took him the entire game.
Hey, at least you pissed him off though. I would call that an achievement.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a win in any day of the week, especially if they're cheating, like blatantly cheating.
Yeah, technically we did win that game because of you, because you just focused us. He focused you the rest of the game.
Sacrifice for the cause, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you for your sacrifice.
Speaking of achievements, because we're about to do a community play night, which make sure if you haven't followed us on Twitch, you do that. Link below. I was looking at achievements earlier because Melon, you were talking about all your achievements in Halo, and I realized I'm just about 4,000 gamer score shy of hitting 100. 100 G
Nice.
or 100,000 gamer score, I should say, because the
Oh,
G
yeah?
is the currency. But I'm like, I've been meaning to get over that threshold for a while now, but I just kind of stopped playing my my Xbox. But I'm like, I'm so close. I'm gonna make it my goal to get that. I'd say I want to get it by June.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, I just got a new Series X for Christmas. I haven't even set it up yet. Like it's unboxed. It's sitting in my entertainment center. I haven't even
Oh, for
connected it to the TV yet. Yeah. So we'll have to run down the list of games that we both have, and we can try to achievement grind to get you above that 100K threshold.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm down.
I'm
We can
always
for
down to
sure do
grind
Borderlands
achievements.
because I have a lot of achievements in Borderlands I need to get. At least
Yeah,
for
I'll have to.
3. And
I'll have to get a copy of 3,
Mhm.
because I've already started 1 and 2 on 360. No, that's already counted into my stuff. But is it backwards compatible to the 1?
They are, but I would just get the Handsome Collection for or the remasters for them if you haven't already.
No,
'Cause-
I haven't.
Yeah, I would go ahead and get the remasters, and I'll run you through them, especially for 1, because I have a modded shotgun, and we can just fly through the first one and get you all the achievements. The only hard achievements and one are they're just time consuming. It's like the trial, like the arena ones, like where you have to do like so many
Oh, the
rounds.
Underdome achievements.
Yeah, those are a pain in the
Yeah.
ass. And then the collectibles in the Claptrap DLC are a pain in
You
the
have
ass.
to farm the final boss fight like over and over again to get them.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
But besides that, all the other achievements in that game are easy as fuck. They just especially with that modded shotgun, you can just literally fly through that game. It like one shots everything. Shout out to Morning After Kill.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? It's Jake.
What's up, guys? It's Jay.
He for those of you who don't know, probably Melon. I'm probably sure Melon and Chaotic. Pretty sure Logan knows about Morning After Kill, but
Yeah.
he's a kind of a popular YouTube. I don't know if he still does YouTube,
He does. His
um,
stuff pops up on my For You page sometimes.
but he dropped into our game and gave us each the modded shotgun. Because I know you have one, and I want to say Justin has one too.
Yeah. Foster did the same thing.
Yeah. I think he gave us shit in Borderlands 2 as well.
Yeah. That's
Shit.
the one I remember the most is Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
Is
But,
there a definitive like best Borderlands?
Borderlands 2.
2,
Two.
yeah.
Is that like the Halo 3 of Borderlands?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gameplay wise, 3 is really fun, like as far as like how smooth the gameplay and combat is. But like if we're talking about story, it's 100% Borderlands 2. Borderlands
I will
1,
say, like, Borderlands 3 has really dynamic gameplay because of all the stuff they added, like the abilities with the weapons and some of the shields and stuff. But you're right, the story in 2 is way better.
yeah, Borderlands 1 is probably one of the worst out of the 3 that you actually count, because we don't talk about the pre-sequel. Just because like the original Borderlands story was like it was more serious, I feel like, uh, for the most part. It didn't really start like kind of like breaking out into the DLCs. The DLCs for 1 is where you kind of got some of the funnies and things like that. And I kind of feel like that's where it started to shine more. And then 2, they just went crazy. It was like so good. And then the main problem with Borderlands 3 was the protagonist, or not protagonist, the antagonist.
The villain?
Yeah, they just sucked dick.
Yeah, they were super cringy.
Yeah,
A lot of the humor, I think, in the third one is kind of cringy.
it was just like,
It's a little too on the nose.
yeah, it was not a good time. It got to the point where I started just taking off my headphones anytime they talked, and then
Is
just
that
focus
that
on
bad?
career. Yeah, it was not great. Still better than the pre-sequel, but not great. I could not stand the pre-sequel. Gameplay wise, like you're on the moon, so there's like a whole oxygen mechanic, and it's just, and then like Claptrap is one of the playable characters, and I like Claptrap, but there's a certain point in which Claptrap is just too much.
Oh yeah. I think everybody feels the same if they've ever played the game.
Like he's a cool character, but so like if anybody in the group that you're playing with is playing Claptrap, you just hear him way too much. Like it used to piss me off on the Borderlands 2 loading screen. He would just be like walking around and like saying shit like if you just left it up, and it used to irritate me so bad. I used to have to just spawn in the game so I wouldn't have to hear it.
Hey, over here.
Over here.
Help me.
But yeah, I'm definitely down to play all the Borderlands games. I'll even play the pre-sequel just for achievements because I didn't really play it before. So
Is that literally the name of it? The pre-sequel?
yeah,
Yeah, so you had
'Cause
Borderlands 1, the pre-sequel, Borderlands 2, and then Borderlands 3. And I think wasn't that the release?
the release was
Order
Borderlands 1, Borderlands 2, the pre-sequel,
pre-sequel. Okay.
which takes place between 1 and 2, and then Borderlands 3.
3. And then
But
we've got the
before,
upcoming of Borderlands 4.
technically, there's also Tales from the Borderlands, which is the Telltale game that takes place, I think, between 2 and 3. Which that game was actually pretty decent. I didn't play the newer one. They did like another similar, like in the same vein as the Telltale one. I don't know if that one was good or not, but the Tales from the Borderlands was actually pretty solid, story wise. But yeah.
I'll have to look into it closer to me actually going back home and order it like maybe a week out and have them show up as soon as I get to the house.
Yeah. I know you were talking about something you wanted to talk about, Logan,
Yeah.
before we go.
I mean, it can wait until the next time, or
Okay.
I can bring it up.
It's up to you. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
If not, we can close
I'll
out.
bring up the one of them because I had two.
Okay.
So basically, just wanted to like run it by you guys of just an instance or multiple instances where you were forced to be around people, either because like you lived with them or near them in say an apartment, or you work with them, and they're just like obnoxiously lazy.
Oh my god.
So I came home after working 14 hours yesterday. So I already feel like dog shit. And I get home, I walk my dog, and I get it back into my apartment, and I'm like, man, it kind of stinks in here. So I go ahead and take the trash out because I don't make a lot of trash, so I don't need to take it out very often, but it was starting to stink.
Mhm.
And go to throw everything away, and let me get the picture. This is what I come to. Like this is what the compactor looked like at my
Holy
apartment.
shit,
No
dude.
way.
Yeah. So like where all those trash bags are near the top is the feed for the
Yeah, I can see
compactor.
that.
Yeah, and
Jesus.
so once that got full because nobody, everybody's just too lazy to press the goddamn crush button. People just started throwing the bags of trash in front of it. And
Bro.
I'm just like, come on. So I took like a few 20 or 30 minutes of just cycling that compactor over and over again, and then got it to look like this once it comes up.
Oh my god, dude. The difference
That's
is
crazy that it was
crazy,
that bad
dude.
that you had to do it. That's so
Yeah,
lazy.
I like literally still in my uniform, my dog, like just took care of it. And now I'm just really pissed off, like really, really pissed off, aside from the fact that I literally like jotted this down to make a talking point that this is what it looked like today when I got home.
Oh no.
I already filled back up.
Bro.
Bro, how'd a tire get there?
Well,
That's
if you
so
notice the tires
ridiculous,
in the
man.
first, you may not be able to see it in the
Oh,
very
it
first photo,
rolled.
but
It
it's
rolled over.
there. Yeah, I just want to know who tries to throw away a singular tire in a compactor.
That's so
Like,
much
how
trash,
did you even
though.
get your hands on just the tire?
That's
Like, the
that's not.
tire's ruined.
That's
so-
ridiculous, dude.
That's so much trash, though, because it's not just like, unless somebody's taking out their whole apartment, which even then, like my apartment only has one trash can in it. I only need
Yeah,
one trash can.
what it looks like is like you can see those bigger boxes that I left. Those are all filled with like packing paper and stuff. That's why I left them there. They're too big to go
Yeah,
into that
to get
compactor,
crushed.
and I'm not gonna go through the effort of dumping all the packing paper out and then breaking the boxes down into a way that they'll fit.
No, you
So
should be commended for all the fucking shit you did
yeah,
put in
but
there.
That is literally the ultimate definition of not my shit, not my problem.
It's just crazy that like I don't know how many people live in your complex or how big it is, but like it's crazy that
it's a
that
good
many.
size. It's a
It's
good sized
crazy.
complex, and as far as I can tell, this is the only spot for trash.
It's just
But if
crazy that everyone's just like, yeah, we're all just gonna throw our fucking trash down. Like that's actually
yeah,
crazy.
but if you
Yeah,
just
on
that
crush
many
it
round.
people.
and don't let it get out of hand, it won't take that long. That, and I don't know about
You
other
just
people, but when I got to use the compactor when I worked at Target, that was fun as shit, dude. Seeing it crush shit. Maybe that's just me, but I loved to get to use it just because seeing it crush stuff was fun.
Yeah.
Now
I
trash
used
probably isn't
to
as fun, but
I
Yeah,
used to
as far as I can tell, like when I was done, it looked like the main issue stemmed from the fact that whoever has now recently moved in with all those bigger boxes basically attempted to break one down and throw it in there. Well, it's too big to actually fit down the chute properly. And then they tried to shove another box in there without breaking it down. And then so when everybody else started pushing their shit in there, it couldn't go anywhere.
Mm-mm.
And like I said, they just fucking leave the rest of it.
it's just crazy that that many people collectively decided to be like, yeah, no, I'm
Yeah. I mean, I think there's another issue here as well because I've noticed it now from walking the dog. You know, I noticed it before because someone on my breezeway does it where they, the trash starts stinking or it's full, and so instead of taking it to the compactor, they just take it out and leave it outside their door.
What are you
Bruh.
doing?
And so I'm guessing
did this
multiple people are doing that and then taking, 2 or 3 bags at a time. Because I mean, I have seen like occasionally whenever I'm either walking the dog or checking the mail or throwing trash away because it's all in that same area where people are like driving their car up and then they open their trunk and they'll have 2 or 3 bags of garbage.
Like, how do you let that build up in your apartment? Like, the apartments can't be massive, right? I mean,
Yeah, that's
Brain
that's what I'm saying.
damage.
Like I seriously think people are just like, pulling the trash out of the trash can, tying it up, and then setting it outside their front door or main door, I should say.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's also really hilarious because there are people that don't do that, but they live on, say, the other side of the complex, and instead of putting the nasty, stinky garbage inside their vehicle, they'll just throw that shit on the hood and then drive up to the compactor with it on the hood. That's always funny to see.
that's crazy.
Yeah, I as far as like laziness and everything, I worked with when I was in the I field, I worked with somebody the practice I worked at, we had like a bunch of different techs and everything. And there was one specific tech which it was annoying because as a person, I liked them. They were cool. But as far as like working with them, it was frustrating because they would do everything I felt like they could to avoid working up people. And like in ophthalmology, we had like long exams, like where we had to do like everything and testing and all. And then we had like short ones, people coming in just for like medical reasons, like where it was like quick, like you're just checking like their quick check of their vision, their pressure, giving them maybe some dilation drops, and then sending them over to the doctor. You didn't really have to do too much. But this tech would always just wait and grab whatever the shortest one it would be. So they'd grab all the little quick ones, or they would just, I feel like, act like they didn't see a chart was up, or if like it was just like long exams up, they would find like whichever one would probably be the easiest for them and skip charts, even though you were supposed to grab, like each tech was supposed to grab the next chart that was available. And you're not allowed to pick and choose. You just grab whatever's next. But they would do that, and that frustrated the crap out of me.
Yeah, professionally not a great person, but like fun
Yeah, but
otherwise.
like outside of like work, I feel like they're okay. Like I don't mind talking to them and stuff, and they seem like a cool person. But like as far as like work ethic, I was like, I can't stand how you work. And then like I feel like they were always like taking bathroom breaks, or like going to like a different text room to talk, or like to the break room for just random instances and just things like that. And I'm like, bro.
When I worked at the butcher shop, it was like that. There were like a lot of like, not so much the cutters. The cutters usually weren't lazy because we were all pretty skilled at what we did and like knew what we had to do and took care of our stuff. But the people that would like grind the meat and stuff and like did the other things, the more like the assistants and stuff, they were always just trying to get out of there, like get a smoke break or go do something, or it was just really frustrating. And you've got all this work backed up, and you've got to deal with that person trying to run away from their work.
Yeah, it's like the thing that frustrated me the most was like when they would skip charts and everything, like the people that would get like the difficult ones were like techs. Like I feel like the same, like other techs were like getting like the rough ones, like the same other tech was getting the rough ones because they were skipping it. And I was like, I felt
What are like,
more mad for the other person that kept getting the difficult ones that the other tech that was trying to skip their way through would have got if they wouldn't have just picked whichever chart they wanted to do. So
what even is like a bad one to get?
it's more so in ophthalmology, a lot of them are older patients, and most of them have like stuff going on, like macular degeneration or glaucoma, or things that are going to make their vision just more difficult, like their exams more difficult in general, I should say.
They're just more time consuming.
Yeah,
Okay.
and harder to, because with ophthalmology, the techs do the refraction, like the 1-2, trying to get you to see
Yeah.
clear. So I felt bad for some, like another specific tech that I felt like always got the short end of the stick in that situation, which um I just felt bad for them because they were getting like a lot of hard exams and like harder patients due to the other person skipping those charts. I
See
no
that.
longer work there, so not my issue anymore.
Not just that, you no longer work there again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that becoming annoying like pretty quickly.
Yeah. Tom Chaos, you wanna add something?
No, I don't got anything.
Yeah, I can add one real quick. I actually have to deal with this every time I go back to work, which is the sad part. So there's only 3 people in my job that we have the same job title. So, and we our rotation, we work with each other for 2 weeks at a time. Before, one of us goes home. And it never fails. The last 2 weeks of my rotation, I have a dude that I work with that is beyond lazy. He feels privileged at the fact that he's been doing this longer than me and the other guy have to put together. Doesn't know the aspect, like certain aspects of his job. Like he's good at, I say good. he's proficient enough at one aspect of his job, and he thinks it's the only thing he needs to be a part of. One particular instance involved troubleshooting an issue. Now, I've already worked my 12-hour shift. I stayed up an additional 4 hours after I got off trying to get to a resolution because we're trying to troubleshoot this with technicians that are working out of Norway. So there's that like 6 or 7 hour time difference between where we were and where they are. So they're not even open for business until like 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm waiting on responses from them. Got a couple answers or possible solutions. Went and looked at it and sent them the results. And I was actually told at that point I needed to take myself to bed because I still had another 12-hour shift to work that later that day. So told my counterpart, the lazy one, hey, watch the emails, see what they come up with, keep trying to troubleshoot. If you get to a point where you just don't understand anything or you're having trouble with it, wake me up. But, try to be reasonable about it. I go to sleep at 4:30 in the morning. My room phone rings at 7 a.m. And he's calling me saying, hey, they sent an email back. I said, okay, what does it say? Well, I don't understand any of it. I get down there, I look at it as the most basic of basic instructions. I said, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, you go do this. I'm going to go do this. We'll figure, we'll meet in the middle somewhere with it and we'll send them the results. And then at that point, now I'm up again and can't go back to sleep. I was like, great. So now I'm about to turn 3 hours of sleep into an additional, 18 hours, 17 hours worth of work. And I have to deal with this on a regular basis, which is the sad part, which blows my mind how he still has a job.
Yeah, it's rough.
No,
Yeah.
and the worst part about it is he doesn't even try. Like he just looks at it, knows he knows nothing about what they're saying, and he just resorts back to us.
It's
And I'm
annoying, like the nepotism factor of like, oh yeah, he's been here longer than both of you guys combined, so he can get away with that kind of stuff.
yeah,
That's
it's what
frustrating.
it boils down to. That's where he believes that the only aspect of his job that he needs to worry about is the one that he's proficient at. Everything else is just on the wayside. It doesn't matter if it comes down to troubleshooting or the most basic of basic tasks like maintaining, not even maintenance, just maintaining, cosmetic maintaining. He's going to turn what should be a 2 or 3 hour project into a 5-minute job, and then we have to go back and constantly fix his mistakes.
Yeah,
That's
pick up the
me.
pieces.
Yeah, and he just kind of shrugs like, whatever, whatever. And it doesn't matter how much we report this guy and explain is like, hey, this is what's going on. This isn't working anymore. He's still there. They won't move him. They won't move us because my good counterpart are the only two that know this piece of equipment inside and out, backwards and forwards. And we're the ones that are keeping it operational. So we're stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, stuff like
Especially,
this. It always leads me to the Tom Segura skit where he's in the movie theater and people are just being obnoxious, and so he tries to talk to a manager, and the manager just looks at him and goes, huh, some people suck, and then the manager just walks off.
It's the good old, you're so good at your job, you get to do other people's job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. And literally the last response I got to the situation was every other vessel has one like that. So it's not just y'all.
Bro.
I'm like, really? That's the best answer
None
you
of
got for
them
me.
should have it.
Yeah, none of us should have to deal with stuff like this, but you're obviously not going to do anything about it, so I'm just shit out of luck, I guess.
Is your work just hesitant to hire a new person, or is there like the field in general just not have a lot of like promising like upcoming people?
There aren't a lot of promising guys. Like I know for a fact, I'm training a guy right now to become an operator like I am, and he is not promising at all. He doesn't understand how to properly control his actions while he's doing what we do, and it's actually dangerous. Like we could severely mess things up and break stuff, not just break our equipment, but break, what we're handling. And it's gotten to the point where I've actually yelled at this dude while he's operating. Stop doing this. Just continue to do this. You're still doing it. Why are you still doing that? Stop doing this, but continue this. You're still doing what I'm telling you not to do. I mean, just yelling at him, and to the point where it's like, all right, just get up. Like you're done. No more. You're not listening. Oh, well, I'm trying. No, you're not trying. Because if you were trying, you would have stopped and listened to me the first time and made the adjustments. I shouldn't have to scream at you 6 times after I've politely told you, 2 or 3 times, and you're still doing what I'm telling you not to do. It takes a certain level. I'm not necessarily intelligence, but cognitive awareness to do what I do day in, day out. Yeah, it's a completely passive skill. You can't just jump into what I'm doing and get it the first try. I spent years training to be able to get the opportunity to do what I do. And the last 3 years that I've been doing it full time, I continually get better. I'm always learning something. I'm always figuring something out, figuring out a better way to do what I do. And it makes me a better person as an operator. And I'm trying to instill these same values, these same attitudes on guys that are wanting to move up. And the one guy that's actually actively being assessed, I'm just like, you're almost a lost cause. You're not listening to a word I'm saying. And then on top of that, you're not even trying to get just practice time. You're just chasing what you need to be signed off on, which is right now, it's a no sale for me. Like you need to spend more time doing the basics before you start chasing critical. And he doesn't see it that way.
Wants to do the bare minimum.
He does want to do the bare minimum. That's the sad part. He thinks it's like, oh, I've got my hours. I don't need to come up there and practice this, that, and the other. Or when he does want to come up and get hours, just to make his log look a little bit more current, he doesn't find the time to make it to where he can actually deploy or recover something off of the vessel I work on. He's just wanting to run the equipment up and down in the water. I'm like, no, dude, that's done. Like your time of just getting free hours is gone. Like you need to start doing this from start to finish like we do. And if you're not ready to do that, and if you don't feel like you have the ability to do this, especially in the rougher times of the year, like right now, then I honestly, I don't have anything for you. And you can't just leave your position that you're supposed to be doing to come up here and try to do it. So you have to do this on your own time just as much as you have to do it on the time that you're quote unquote on the clock. And he doesn't see it that way. He's like, I should be able to do all this when I'm on shift. No, because you still have a job to do, just like I do. And it's my job as an assessor to tell you, you can't just leave your post. So, anyway.
Hell yeah! Thanks for
Alrighty,
coming to my TED
everybody.
Talk.
And thank you for listening to episode 8 of the, I almost said Utter Discord podcast, the Arcade Chaos podcast. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, all that good stuff on all our socials. And join us for community play night. We do them every now and then. We're going to be doing them more regularly, but we are now going to go play some Halo Master Chief Collection with the community. So make sure to tune into the next one. Bye.
Wee woo. Wee woo.
Later.